Okay, welcome traders. As I said, this is the video which I'm doing on the dangers of Forex trading, right? Or CFD trading, if you want to call it that. Okay, second video in this thing. So the dangers of trading. Okay, so the first thing you got to know, like I mentioned in the previous video, there's no qualifications required for you to trade. That is a big red flag. All you have to do is to know your client information, put your documents, whatever, answer a few random questions that you know the risk you're taking and you know a little bit about trading, and you deposit your money. That's what brokers will do. Why do you think they make it so easy for you to start trading? Okay, now just watch this explanation which I'm going to show you here on the players involved, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to randomly break down each of the players involved in this the dangers of this Forex side. Okay, and we'll come back here. Okay, welcome guys. I just want to give you my understanding of how this thing works, the markets, this industry and all. Okay, so basically we have the markets, right? Or the markets, however you want to call it, right? So we have the market here, and this is where you are either going to buy or sell to make a profit, right? As I explained before. And then the players that you have are traders, right? So the players in this game are traders, and we have got big traders. If I can put that here, we've got the big guys, the big players, the big traders. They want to access the market. And then we've also got over here, we have got the small traders. Small traders. Well, the small guys, that's the retail traders. Okay, so as you know, the big guys, they have got much more money, and those that's where you get your hedge fund managers, you get your banks, you get your basically your institutions, you get your governments and the like. So these guys have a lot of money and all that. But basically what I want you to notice on this side of the playing field is that these guys are using what is commonly known as OPT, which is other people's money. Okay, and then when you come to the small traders basically they are using their own money. Don't worry, I'm going somewhere with this. You're gonna get this thing when I show you this picture. I just thought I'd do it as an illustration so you can get it. So whether you're a big trader or a small trader, for you to access the markets, you cannot access the markets directly. You understand that? You cannot go directly and say, okay, I want to buy or whatever. No matter how big you are, the rules are the same. These big guys cannot just go and say, okay, we want to access the markets. Just understand what I'm saying. Neither can the small traders just access the markets, right? But there is some players which make that possible, and those are brokers. Okay, so the brokers are the ones which give you access to the market. So now where the whole system gets messed up is that, if you can see what I'm showing you in this picture, is that on this other end where you have the big traders, they are dealing with other people's money. And then this side where you have the small traders, they are dealing with their own money. So what happens is, where all the scam and all the manipulation and everything comes in, is that these guys here, let me just show you, the money guys, the brokers, they want to get as many people to trade as possible. Okay, just like if you can see, hedge funds, banks, institutions, governments, they're all using other people's money, you see. So the pot is a lot bigger. With small traders, if there's just one guys, they're not interested in that. They want to, these brokers, when they want to deal with small traders, what they want is they want to get all these little fish in one net at once. You understand that? So what they will do is that they will look for a couple of or any small traders who get to this point where they realize, listen, yeah, I'm using my own money. So what do they want to do? Under this bracket of small traders, they are small traders who decide to say, let us use other people's money. You understand that? So they have said that, okay, I'm a small guy, but I want to become like the banks and all that. We want to use other people's money. And this is where you get all the nonsense that comes in, because what happens is that these brokers, they team up with anyone who is a small trader and who can leverage other small traders' money, whether it's new traders or whatever it is, who don't know what is going on. So what do? The brokers, you get this sort of a thing that happens here. You get common ground where the brokers and the small traders meet. You understand that? Or whoever it is for that matter, and their common ground is basically money, right? And all they are saying is, listen, all we want, the brokers are saying, all we just want money. You understand that? And then they say, we just want money from these guys. So if you can get as many of them together, put their money in, and they'll be happy with that. So what happens? Let me just show you what happens. What happens is that the brokers, just have a look at that again. What happens is the brokers team up with whichever side, because this end of the field is pretty much more organized. You understand that? Even I'm not saying it's as clean or whatever it is, but basically they're dealing in large amounts of money. So the brokers come along now, and as well on the small side, we've now got nowadays prop firms. So they are also on this side to target the small guys. This is where you get your mentors as well. I'm not saying they're all bad. This is where you get what else do they do? Account management, which they're not, someone is not qualified to do. And what else do they have? They give signals, which is financial advice, which they are not qualified to do. So you get all these guys that come here and they prey on small traders. Prop firms, basically majority of the time you're dealing with the demo, but the whole thing is a leverage. It's an attraction to say you'll be managing more money, and it's just an attack on these guys, on the small traders. Okay, so because basically there's some small traders who don't want to use their own money, they want to leverage on other people's money. You understand that? This is how you get them. They go more into selling courses and that, and they go in more into saying they'll give you account management or financial advice signals. That is all because these guys here, the brokers, are offering them incentives for the more people they get to sign up. Because it is a known fact, guys, that 90% of retail traders lose money. Okay, 90% of retail traders lose money. You see that? So I just wanted to show you the correlation as to what's going on, why there's all of this nonsense. I'm going to do a summary now. You'll just see the different points. Basically, why these prop firms, mentors, account managers, it's basically they're getting incentives from these guys, the brokers. You understand that? Because the brokers, they get commissions and whatever it is, as long as people trade. They don't necessarily have to trade themselves, but as long as someone brings money and puts it in the market, they don't care whether they win, whether they lose, they get it. So this is how they get other people who can do any of these things, just to get people to sign up, and that's all what they're interested in. Okay, so now let's have a look at those different points. I'll break them down for you now quickly. Okay, you saw that, guys. So let's continue with this. So mentors, of which myself, I do mentor people. I've mentored people in the past, depending on my schedule. I've mentored some people. I don't just take anyone up. The ones who I've mentored can tell you that. So mentors, these are the people who teach trading or will say they'll help you improve your trading. Are they proven? You have to check that some way. Someone has to give you a reference, or you have to check from the material that they've put up or something, that it can prove that they know what they're doing. Otherwise you're taking a risk. Now, even those who can prove, a lot of the stuff nowadays can be manipulated. They work with brokers, as I've shown you. So someone can show in an account statement of amazing account growth. They use Photoshop. There's all kinds of nonsense. I myself have fallen prey to this, even with people who have got huge followings, if I have to tell you. And only afterwards, when I looked at a few things as I got wiser in trading, and I saw and I realized, okay, how come this statement looks like this doesn't look, there's something missing there, that line, that figure shouldn't be there, or I see something which shows this is a demo account, all this sort of stuff. So it's not good. As I said, a lot of them, they earn with the brokers, so they get commissions and that, and it's not good. It's not good if that's what it's all based about. Nothing wrong with them earning something, with people earning from a broker or that, but if that's your main thing, I have a problem with it, and it's a danger. You're manipulating people. It's not good. As I said, they can manipulate statements and results, the Photoshop pictures and all this. It's not good, it's not good. They even can like I said, the records, it can be manipulated. There's this I forgot the platform, but where you can upload, or you can log in even with an investor password and all that. The thing goes deep, if I have to tell you. I don't want to say too much, but it gives the impression that they're making a lot of money, because they know, it's like a scammer knows the thing someone will check for. You understand, to see if they're legit. So all those things will be in place, even to a deep level, because brokers are also on this list as one of the dangers of forex trading. So don't be scammed by what you see, even if it seems a legit login and all that. Another thing is that some are actually excellent traders and all that, but they are not good at teaching. They're not good at mentoring. So you got to see that this person can be an amazing trader, but he's not such a good mentor. And then there are also some who are excellent teachers and excellent mentors, but they cannot trade themselves. So you have to see that, to say the people they've worked with, how have they done? You understand that? It's pretty crazy. Signal providers, which are also, more often than not, they're also mentors. Are those signals proven to work? Now remember, if you're providing signals, it means you're giving financial advice. You need to be qualified to do that. And once again, these signal providers, they want you most of the time to sign up with some brokers or whatever. They want to earn something. And they mostly, what I've realized over the years, the signal providing thing, it's all about competition. Some of them, it's not really that they want to earn the money and all that, but a lot of them, they want to say I'm better than you. And once you get into that, in trading, into competition, it's not good at all. Okay, I'm not saying all are bad, some can be good, but I prefer you learn for yourself, because a signal, you have to know, why am I buying, why am I selling, when am I exiting, why is my stop loss there, where is my take profit there. You rather learn for yourself, because if you're going to follow signals, you're going to be dependent on someone else. It's just as well, you might as well do like what number 4 says. Those are account managers. Remember when I explained other people's money? Exactly. These are guys who will be dealing with someone else's money. So maybe they're not registered, and they're not on the big enough scale as institutional traders to be dealing with pension money, bank money, investment funds and all that, hedge funds. So they just get a couple of people who want to know about trading and say, give me your money, I'll trade for you. A lot of them, I've seen crazy stuff. It's scary what I've seen, the risk and the recklessness of that, which they have, because they don't care. You find they just want to earn. They know whether they win or lose, they're gonna make something. And some of them, like this part where I've said they lose and win half accounts. What happens is, I've seen with some of these account managers, they just go and they just place a big sell on one percentage of accounts they manage, and they place a big buy on the other percentage. So half the clients lose, half the clients win, but at the end of the day, they win both sides big. So it's quite not good. But then again, there are some good account managers, like I explained to you, institutional traders, hedge fund managers, nations and all that. They are account managers. Basically, they're trading other people's money, investment and all investment firms and all that kind of thing. There are some good account managers. So it doesn't mean a small guy account manager can be bad. He can actually be good, but you have to be able to judge and see the risk you're willing to take. Okay, then the new one is these prop firms where you get funded accounts. Now, one guy who, if he gives me liberty one day, I'll mention his name, a professional trader, is a guy who I trust, very well known, and he actually responds to my messages. And he told me not to deal with these guys, even though he had some of his students who were passing the test and all that. I asked him privately, well, do you recommend them? He said never. And the amazing thing is I was soon about to sign up with a well-known prop firm. I won't mention the name, but just before I was going to sign up to increase my trading leverage on one which I thought was legit, that week they went under investigation. And that was like a week after I got the response from this guy who told me he doesn't trust any prop firms. Okay, because a lot of them, when they give you that trade test, it's demo that we know, and even the trading is mostly demo. And that's what I found out was some of the allegations with this one prop firm which had closed down. Now, demo is not the same, guys, as real markets, not only in terms of your emotions, but even at times the charts are delayed and they don't manipulate spread and all that. If you don't know about that, just watch the other videos here. Withdrawals, you're not guaranteed you're gonna get your withdrawals. You know, you can make so much money and you rejoice, and then when it comes to withdraw, they can start giving you long stories. I haven't heard of any. Well, some they do give the withdrawals, but guys, I would rather say just put up your capital you're willing to trade with and trade with that. It's less riskier. Okay, and of course brokers. Well, where do we start? There are a lot of good brokers. It's the ones I recommend. I've traded with them for a bit, and that's why I recommend them. So brokers, they use spreads to, of course, to their advantage, because they got to make money as well. So they are not just going to be eaten in any way. So they use their spreads, high volatility. You can understand that. I've spoken with some brokers and I've realized why they do what they do. So there are some good brokers, but they do use spreads which can work against you. You got to know about that, and you can also use it to your advantage. At times they delay in placing your orders. Also at times this can be about the flood in the market and all that. It's not at times themselves, but a better broker places your trades faster and it helps you. They open and close your orders faster. Whereas those which delay, you can get some crazy kind of slippages when it's just a delay in your order, and when the market jumps and all that, it can really cost you a lot of money. That's why even trading news, if you're dealing with larger amounts, you don't want to be trying to place orders during that time. Okay, some brokers, they can just refuse your withdrawal. I've had this happen with me. After you've made your money, you think, okay, now let me get my withdrawal. For some reason you can't withdraw. Some even freeze or close your account. I've known of people, this has happened to them when they've smashed the markets, and then all of a sudden when they decide it's time to cash in, their account is frozen and you find there's some clause in the contract. Okay, so, and some also, I've also seen this happen to others, not with me. They just vanish. That broker vanished. Someone deposited their money and that broker just vanishes with or without a reason. Sometimes they have reasons and they'll be saying we'll pay you. Long stories. But anyway, brokers doesn't mean they are no good brokers. They are good brokers, but these are the dangers. I'm just sharing with you the dangers of Forex trading. So what do I say you should do? You need to know what you're getting into, know the risk involved, prepare to trade, consider your risk, consider, do you want to be taking signals? Do you want to give someone else your money? How much do you want to know? I say you must learn. No matter what level you want to go into, you must learn about trading, regardless of how far you want to go. And I'll do one more video in this series for Forex trading for beginners on the main things which I believe you need to know and you need to do as you get into this. And then the rest, like I said, the technical side of learning it is not such a major thing. It's more about you and knowing these risks which I wanted to put out there for you. Okay, so happy trading, guys, and I hope this video helped you. You can subscribe, like, share it with someone if you think it was good. Right, thanks for watching.